Nou ben ik wel mijn disguise kwijt. Nood, flauw. Oké, 2 minuutjes goed. Snap ik ook weer.
The staff is fully charged. Quickly, meet me at my tomb. I sense great power in the staff. The staff will reveal circles of corruption among the crypts. There lurk the Bloodthorn cult's abominations, hidden in pockets of... It is done. Meet me at the west end of the graveyard.
Ja, doe zo. Hier is eventjes hier. Dit wil ik gewoon pakken.
The Bloodthorn's perversion of my people is ended. The honored dead are at rest once again. The cult focused all their power into their abominations. Now these are dust and ash. The threat to us is ended, but the threat to you remains. King Renwick wishes to repay our debt to you. Speak to him. Learn your true peril.
You have returned my people to their rest. I wish to repay you, but I've only information to give. The Seamount orcs attacked generations ago. They took our island. Under their rule, what we called Bettany became Betnik. My failure to defend my people was unforgivable. But how I attempted to defeat the orcs was worse. I attempted necromancy. An ancient Ayleid relic is buried on this island. The Bloodthorns seek its power. Enter the portal beside me. You'll see my last day through the eyes of my enemies. Learn what you can.
Okay.
Targoth! The Breton king has sealed himself deeper in the ruin. He is preparing some foul spell. I know only that the magic he summons will slaughter our army. Unless we stop him, every orc here will... We must learn how to reach their cowardly king and the code of... They must pay the... Don't steal. They aid their king.
Hurry now.
You. How much more? You've invaded my home. Do you think...
What is your will? Does the Queen live or die? By your command.
Please, no. Show mercy.
Monsters. You're all monsters.
You monster. Even in death, you...
Just as I told you, my husband is casting us...
Please, don't kill me.
Orc, you will. Ha! You dictate terms, pig child? Give me back my sword and I will die before I betray my...
Warcaller, by your command.
Strike true, pig child. Don't make me wait.
Why? Why would you murder him? Barbaric.
You torment me. I cannot refuse. No, I won't. There are 2 rune stones by the door. Turn them both, and the ward will lower. King Renwick is inside. He raises... I've never known such fear.
Targoth! By Moloch! Then I will cut you. Aliens! Damn you, help me!
What's this? Yes, I feel your power. But how do you work?
Renwick, surrender now, and I'll spare your worthless life.
Stay back! I hold destruction in my hands.
Magic cannot save you. Surrender or die.
Leave now, or I'll use this relic to obliterate you!
You will not harm my people. Draw steel!
Help me! Help me, damn you all!
Targoth, bury this elf-loving fool. Those who remain will accept exile or die.
Okay.
Even my death failed my people. Yes. Once I summoned the relic's power, I realized what it demanded of me. Souls. It craves souls. I would not pay that price. But the Ayleid relic is the key, but my memories have faded.
Okay. Weer een stukje kanonnen.
Hold on, let's think about this.
What's to think about? It killed hundreds of orcs.
The cultist did that. In the right hands, this could defend the Covenant against invaders.
I'm not giving that thing to the people who leveled Orsinium.
Zo is die naar het eiland gaan. Dat was. Ja, het huis is weg. Oké. Dus even kijken. We hebben hier een schuisje. Terwijl dat moet daar toch naar binnen ook, verwacht ik. Dus laten we eerst even naar dat main quest gedeelte gaan. Ja. sky shot kunnen worden. Zo.
Ah, my old friend. Couldn't resist the mystery. Just like old times, isn't it? I do like to have such a useful tool, ally with me. A proper application of magic to these stones, and the way is open.
You are not one of them. You have not the taint. Help us. Free us from this. I am Targoth, war caller of the Stone Wolves. Cultists have violated my tomb, and those of my war in life. She is in...
Stamina. Magica. Magica. Jammer. Oh, 4 items krijgen we stamina bij. Kijk. Oké.
You have freed me, but my warriors still cry out. I overheard them mention the ruin of Karzog's demise. Return them, then you condemn Your efforts honor us, champion. I feel the spirits of my warriors return to rest, and so I shall follow. Be bold, warrior. The cultists still... There's
The spirits have vanished. Their valiant souls rest once again. Quickly, tell me what you found. The cultists have indeed been spotted at Karzok's demise. Their intent is unknown.
Found you. Glad I found you. I've got new. We need you back at the fortress right now. Orc scouts sighted Bloodthorn cultists in Karzog's demise. It's awful.
Dat wist ik al dat die daar zaten. Dus ik die side missies doen voordat we weer verder gaan met de main quest.
You've returned. You have questions. You saw possible...
Dan heb ik buff gelaten eigenlijk. Oeps.
You're back. Good. Do you know what this cult is planning? Bloodthorn cultists were sighted at those ruins. Chieftain Tazgul has already taken the army to deal with them. They're walking into a trap. Chief Tazgul is leading the orcs toward Karzog's. He's determined to wipe the Bloodthorn. Chief Tazgul. Quickly, to Karzog's to deal with this threat.
Yes, sir!
Level 30. Hey, weer is level 30.
Spare a coin?
Commander Karsh, what's wrong?
The Bloodthorns have raised a spectral army from the depths of the ruins. We can't defeat them.
Get the wounded back to the fortress. We'll put an end to this.
The cultists have somehow sealed the doors with the Welkin stones.
Find a way into the
The
ruins.
orcs are being... The crystals?
I need to find Colleen.
What?
This is
is no place for the living. Others entered before you. They have released an ancient evil. On that promise, I will...
Oh, ik kan hem daarheen assorteren. Oké. Ik zie veel meer weerwolven dan... vampires, moet ik zeggen. Ik weet niet wat dat reden heeft.
Living deep.
It's opening. Get ready, everyone.
Oh.
First, move quietly. The enemy is within.
Let's move.
These look valuable, don't they? Never been in ruin. Get into that uniform and act natural. Should fool some of them at least.
Right, yeah. Mooi, we gaan naar een centrum. guys dan cool. Dat is ook goed.
Burn!
The others have only...
Oh, look. More gloom and death. Follow me. I know a shortcut.
Let's go!
I'm off. Don't get murdered.
Oei. Dus even terug slots kijken.
I suspect that Warden died when the portal closed. The body cannot survive without the soul. The Bloodthorns created a portal to the spirit realm with this Welkin stone. Warden is on the other side, commanding the spirits slaying the orcs. He's trapped over there since we closed the portal. Without the Breton ritual Warden used, only one without a soul can cross the portal. That means you. You must activate the Welkin stone, enter the spirit realm, and kill Warden.
Okay.
You're too late. My army feeds.
Hold on, let's think about this.
What's to think about? It killed hundreds of orcs.
The cultist did that. In the right hands, this could defend the Covenant against invaders.
I'm not giving that thing to the people who leveled Orsinium. Destroy the relic now! Didn't you hear the screams as those things consumed the souls of my people? It should be an easy one. You must destroy it. Do not hand it to the ones who leveled Orsinium and tried to exterminate all my kind.
Orsinium used to be the Orc homeland. Breton and Redguard kings have a nasty habit of burning it to the ground. Now the Covenant will solve all our problems. You give them the relic, they'll use it to keep Orcs in line. If not now, then one day.
This object is a curse, a danger to all. It can be turned against anyone as easily as Warden turned it against the Orcs. Unless you want me as an enemy, destroy that thing.
The relic, ours at last, for the Covenant. Yes, keep it and use it. A discovery like this could tip the war in our favor. Think of all the lives we could save. With this relic, our enemies would not dare invade the Covenant. No more pact raids out of Skyrim. No Dominion fleets in our waters. Think of a whole ocean here, not just the waves. It's what we must do to protect.
Nee, dat gaan we niet doen. Sowieso zijn we nog eens. Going. Not looking at the stuff.
Victory!
So, you decided the fate of the relic. What did you decide to do with the relic? The only correct choice. War should be honorable. There is no honor in the use of such a device. You have saved my tribe and my island. For this, I owe you a great debt. One less alien relic to plague our world. Good. Your actions have revealed a vulnerability. I thought my tribe safe on our island. This Bloodthorn attack proved me wrong. Only you and your friends on the Spearhead united were able to save this island. Months ago, Sir Lannis offered membership in the Daggerfall Covenant. I refused. You showed me I was wrong. We need allies. I would ask you to travel to Glenumbra and give Sir Lannis my petition to join. I've ordered Captain Colleen to sail you there.
Okay. Kapitein is alleen niet blij met mij waarschijnlijk. eiland waar ik helemaal af heb.
I'm down on my luck. Help me out?
I swore never to sail with you again. But Chief Tazgul has asked me to sail you to Glenumbra, which I will do. Only out of respect for the Chief and for the good of the Alliance, not for you. Are you ready to go? We've arrived. Welcome to Daggerfall.
Oh, we zijn weer terug in Daggerfall. Al de sidequests die ik opgepakt heb hier.
Quite busy, can't you see?
If you want a horse...
Dat hebben we leuk. Och, begint dat nou al alweer? Ik dacht dat ik hier verder geen quest te doen.
The proud city of Daggerfall greets you. Can I help you with something? The Seamount War Chief. Impressive. I don't know what you did to convince him, friend. But you have my gratitude. Well done. I will take this petition to High King Emmerich immediately. Enjoy your stay in Daggerfall.
Dat is een quest van de Prophet. Dat zie je. Ik ga nooit meer terug op PRS, waar ik bezig was. Ja, bezig was, kwam aan en ik ga er meteen over opvoeden en zo.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige.
Zo. Deze quest heb ik origineel ook al een keer gespeeld.
Welcome to the Harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part of the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the Dragon God, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Baron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
Oh. My executioner?
These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Veren that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Veren as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Veren conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the Five Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like? You've already met Lyris. The Therns are one of the Manamako, disaster, war, and pestilence.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Marco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh! Forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Marco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane meld. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Marco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Marco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clibio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Marco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Marco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Marco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil and seemed to draw Nan into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. The Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yes, okay. Okay. Okay.
And so it, as you say. And so it begins. The The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take Minamako's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest.
Stroos weg wat doen, zo te zien. Was ik helemaal vergeten. Laten we eens even die event exchange gaan. Hoeveel shards ik heb, wat we kunnen halen. Maar eens even kijken.
The time is now. Seek me by the cliffs outside Daggerfall.
Ja, gezien mijn level zal ik de komende tijd wel de een naar de andere missie krijgen. Ik kan me herinneren. Dat ik dit na het begin-eiland officieel kreeg.
Excuse me, please? I have a message for you.
Treat with me. Look over.
Even kijken. Kan zijn outfit still collectible? Lekker. Oef. duurt het event eigenlijk nog? Ik weet niet. Volgens mij ga ik het nooit meer halen. Dus even kijken wanneer dat event begon is, want dat is geloof ik voor 5 weken. 4 april tot 9 mei. Dus dat is nu nog 17 dagen. Dus concreet. Het is wel een mode. Bij de kant. Je krijgt er 2 per dag. Dat zijn er 8. Dus 17 dagen is 34. Ik heb er 6, het zou precies 40 zijn. Oh wauw. Dus moet ik iedere dag in ieder geval een keer inloggen om een taartje te eten. Zou ik dat nog precies redden?
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure.
Okay.
Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally... She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. Tread carefully in Molog. After Lyris, the god of... It will be a fast...
Oh yeah. Terug naar Korthal.
You're alive. And he's still alive. You don't... It's hard to just... I've tried. I'll do my best. Lead on.
Oh, nee, wel deze kant.
These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. Guards don't even beat them anymore.
Wereldluchten.
This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Your mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your path.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my... Lyris! Is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died, giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child, just as I love you, more than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without... Excellent. I'm ready.
She's all...
Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Money Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe.
Ow. How was my potion counter cooldown? Is that frozen?
It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. I don't know. I don't better. Stand back.
No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving.
Yeah. Oh. Levellen.
Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Saham. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about it.
crucible of terror.
All the doubt, fear, loneliness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. Did it! The voices, the whispering. It's gone. This whole time it was like watching myself in the distance. Disconnected.
Are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Manimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of... Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme.
Oh, wacht, dat stond level 34. Dus even kijken, hebben wij alweer iets om te upgraden? Dat is niet communiceren. Je moest cool match. Zo. Oké. Oeh, accuracy lijkt me wel. Jo. En zo. Kom ik buiten, krijg ik natuurlijk weer een update van de main quest, daar we weer terug naar binnen moeten. Eens even kijken. Laten we eens richting de stad gaan. Ah, ik ben er terug.
There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak. God, you are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely.
Ik ben net je deur uit, Prophet.
Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige. Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Daggerfall. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Menamarco. If it is truly an agent of Menamarco's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents.
Okay.
Venture to Daggerfall. Speak to Old Maid Maxell and Husnia the mercenary. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard murmurs of trouble lurking in the shadows. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
Alsof dat zo'n verre reis is naar Daggerfall, dat is om de hoek. Papa. de Reds waren. Waarom volgt die hond mij de hele tijd?
You're new to Daggerfall, aren't you? I know I don't like to gossip, but there's been an Imperial vagrant nosing around for the past few weeks. Suspicious-looking fellow. I actually saw him picking through the trash outside the castle a few weeks ago. I've no idea where he is now. Oh, you're too kind. You make me blush. Come to think of it, I did see him a few days later on the south side of town. He was with another man, very thin and pale, almost sickly. Does that help?
Discouraged at the present time. An unknown corruption has agitated the usually peaceful spirits of the Vale.
Who's this now? Present company excluded? Now, wait a second. Are you with the City Watch? Listen, I'm out of that line of work.
Waar ligt dat boekje? Oh, hier. Nee, dat was het niet. Het zal nog wel bovenop beneden zijn dan. Daar. En nu. Dan moeten we hier wel weer naar het zuiden van de stad. Uit allemaal wordt. Dat is hetgene waar ik niet over gaat. It's a pop. Oh, hi.
I'll feast on your blood.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me? This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately. Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident? Well, out with it. I don't have all day. Your disguise is terrible, by the way. You look like a character from a bad adventure novel. Are they? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Never fear. Sai Sahan is safely locked away. Even if they were to discover his location, attempting a rescue would be suicidal. Of course I do. But I'm not in the habit of revealing vital secrets to insipid lackeys. Now be gone. And if you contact me again without good reason, I shall contact your cell commander and have you properly thrashed for your ineptitude.
Dat was gezellig. Kijk, het eerste uurtjes op de Warden. Ik weet alleen nu laat ik gewoon bepaald met die research. Dus dat ondertussen denk ik bijna klaar zijn.
You've returned. What have you found?
Abner Tharn shows his face again.
I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to... I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn. Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions? I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell. We were chosen by... You only know... Baron wasn't... It took us more than 2... Manimarco. Abner Tharn is... Tharn's first... Maybe. I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on the Prophet. Hopefully that orb will help him find out where Sai Sahan is being held. Once we know that, we can plan our next move.
Komen we dadelijk buiten en dan mogen we terug naar binnen natuurlijk. Even kijken. Dat is gewoon het andere werelddeel. Ja, eens kijken of we bij de krachtjes kunnen komen, of daar wel weer terug horen.
The fog has lifted, Vestige. The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and
hier moeten we leven mee trouwens. Kijk, more stamina. Is wel die weapon damage, dat wel. Volgens mij wil die hond echt weg, maar dat gaat niet. Ik kom die overal tegen.
We have an unexpected guest, Vestige.
My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Sai Sahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended and contacted Abner Tharn. He admits that he knows Sai Sahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands...
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency. Manimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Sai Sahan.
Dat wist ik.
Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price. If Manimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abner Tharn, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum. Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear. Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Menemarko's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Sai Sahan's location in return. You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
Tharn is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Sai Sahan, we must do this. Go with the best.
Kunnen we in ieder geval de hele profit questline doen.
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of soul-shriven outside Menemarko's castle. As luck would have it, Menemarko is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate... You're the hero, aren't you?
What a skeever. Improvise, he says. I can't believe we're risking our subtlety and try to be in...
Subtlety? Twee mensen met heavy armor. Denk je zelf.
What do you go away? Call the guards. They'll...
Staff increased to 2.
Farmers are wishes he had feed first. That is the fastest way in.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
What are you doing here? Intruders!
Ow. Damn. Een van die twee die behoorlijk hou. Zoveel pijn.
What are you doing here? Intruders! Mijn beertje.
eens loot van. Dat het onder zegt.
I say, jolly good. Wherever the you fellas. I see.
That might be our best chance to get inside.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers. Onward! Ha ha! Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss.
Nog zo eentje.
One more after this one.
Yes, gewoon doorgaan. Dat moet je doen. Good job.
This should do it.
Nope, just met haar praten.
There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea. A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far. I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. Your secrets, indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy knight is starting to grow on me. Should...
Oh no, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
Shut up. I'm trying to work here.
Viver sobie.
You, hurry up. The worms are on the move.
Okay.
Oh good. Another projection of Tharn. Maybe if we ignore him, he'll go away.
There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a... The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it. Here's a thought. The flesh Atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own Atronach, it's a simple process.